Hey everyone, welcome to part 3 of the Singularity Computers Black Mesa playthrough. It's great to be back playing Black Mesa, and it's been a while, and that is because a lot has been happening recently, and I won't go into it too much because I want to focus on the game, but just briefly, we recently launched our Patreon campaign, and it has just been amazing to see the response to my video, The Truth About My Channel. I've always known that this community is, you guys are like a family to me, and you're just as committed and passionate about all of this as I am. But to see what my channel means to all of you was just awesome. And I mean, the comments on that video, if I ever feel even slightly down, I know where to go. I just need to look at my comments. I mean, you guys give me so much motivation and will. Even though I love what I'm doing already, it just shows me that I'm in the right place. And it has just been amazing to see. It's taken a huge weight off my shoulders because you have secured the future of the channel. The channel can remain with its current focus of sharing information, and it's just absolutely awesome because we have reached our first, see if I can, yes, got them all. That worked out alright using those barrels. We have reached our first Patreon goal, which means that I'm now going to be doing 3 scheduled videos per week. Not quite yet. There's a couple of things that I need to set up before then, which is the exact reason that I haven't been doing this playthrough. And in Australia, we have a problem with internet. And it has started to improve a bit recently, but where I live, for the past 4 years, I've been dealing with a 0.1 megabit upload, okay, and a 1.5 download. So I did know that they were there. So absolutely terrible. It takes me days to upload a video. You know, if it's a normal size video, a day or two. If it's a big build log video, 2.5 gig or something, up to 4 days. And in the past it hasn't been a problem, but the game just minimized. So because I've reached our first Patreon goal, it means that I'm going to be doing 3 scheduled videos per week. That is the main goal, and I'm not going to be able to do that because of the connection. I did the math when I set up the goals on Patreon, and theoretically it should be possible, but you know, what I've found is it's only possible if I pretty much constantly upload, and when I'm uploading, the internet becomes unusable, and I obviously need it for other things because there's a lot of things that I do for Singularity Computers on the internet. So I am moving house as quickly as I possibly can, and I got onto that, you know, immediately, and we've started looking for houses within the very small area of the city that we live in that actually has fiber, because I want to step up to, you know, at least a 100 megabit connection so that I can upload every day reliably, scheduled, without a problem. Because right now the connection is so unreliable, it's inconsistent. You know, sometimes it'll take a couple of days, sometimes 4 days. I just never know when I'm going to be able to upload, so it's very frustrating. And I'm also combining it with a wireless broadband connection, trying to speed it up, and it's just really not working. Come on, show me your head so I can shoot it. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Unbelievable. One shot and he went down. If you're taking hits, and I was only being hit slightly, you just cannot aim at all. It's like Counter-Strike. And I'm also playing it on hard. So you take a lot of damage very quickly. So anyway, I'm sorting out the connection problem, and within the next 3 weeks, two to 3 weeks, I'm going to be moving house. And it's going to be a huge upheaval for my family and I, and we're only doing it for internet, but it's definitely going to be worth it for the channel. So I'm very excited about it. And hopefully I can get a little bit of a bigger work area too. So anyone who doesn't know this game, hasn't played Half-Life, hasn't seen it, probably from the first 2 videos you might have thought that this is a old, slow, boring game. But now you'll see it really starts to step up. The military has moved in, so you're now fighting the military, aliens, there's heaps more enemies, and a lot more action. It becomes a lot more exciting. And you know, that's part of what I really love about this game, how it builds slowly. It has kind of a slow start and then just builds momentum and just keeps building and building. It's just awesome. Come on. I'm going to go back into this extra area and pick up some health and ammo. There's a lot of little extra areas like this in the game. Most of them are only very small and quick, but they're worth checking out, mainly in Black Mesa, because there's a lot of extra health and ammo, which you definitely need. There we go, they're both down. Some more magnum ammo. So you could see I knew exactly where that marine was. It's because I've played this a lot. But it's also because I have a photographic memory for particularly landscapes. You know, I can remember landscapes from when I was a kid. I can go back to a place and, you know, I went to when I was 2 or 3 years old and remember the entire area. And that applies to games. And so I just seem to remember everything after I've played a game even once. Alright, let's see how far we can get. So yeah, that's why I've avoided gameplay, because I'm kind of restricted as to how many videos I can upload. And I want to make sure that they're videos that everyone really wants to see. But I thought I'd throw this one in before I move house and get a faster connection, because a lot of people have been asking what's going on with the gameplay and with the Black Mesa playthrough, and you know, a lot of people want to see more of it. So yeah, it's 2 shots to the body for the Marines and 1 shot to the head, and it's the same for a lot of the aliens. If you're taking hits like that, you just cannot even get a shot off. It's ridiculous. Bit of a waste of magnum ammo, but there is some more coming up. God, I love this game. Every time I play it, no matter how many times I play it, I still enjoy it, you know. And even though it is it's a corridor shooter and it's an old game, it is just as enjoyable or even more enjoyable than a lot of the big open world games for me. I mean, I just love this game. Oh my god, my shooting's terrible today. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's more like it. Always have to reload before you pick up the ammo so that you can get as much of it as you can. I'm trying to find some time to play through Doom 3 and also Resurrection of Evil before the next Doom comes out, because I remember I really enjoyed Doom 3 back in the day. I was back when I was in high school, and just the impact that it had, you know, going to hell in a game, so cool, such a cool game. So I'm going to try to find some time to play through those before the new one comes out, but hopefully I'll have my fast connection when the new one comes out, and I can do that game, because that's something I'm definitely going to be playing. We're now going up to the surface for the first time. Not for very long though, because it's an absolute war zone up there. The military is fighting the aliens, and you know, the Air Force. It's just, and you can't stay on the surface for very long because there's artillery mortar fire. You get blown to pieces. You have to be careful here because a couple of Marines dropped down. And they keep dropping down, just pretty much, I think it's indefinitely, so you have to get through here as quickly as you can. Ouch. You see the next two in a sec, so there's the chopper. Get out of here. So this is nearly the end of We've Got Hostiles. Some of those loads take so long. I'm actually going to edit them out. It's not really the fault of the game, it's my computer. A lot of people have asked to see my personal rig, but I'll wait until I upgrade it and then I'll show you, because it's definitely not the greatest at the moment. I had to drop back to something very practical, just something that would, you know, just get me by and do the job. Because I have put everything into Singularity Computers. But thanks to our patrons, hopefully soon I'll be able to, you know, do an upgrade, do some more personal builds, which I know everyone loves to watch.
Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project. Judging by your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right? Now look, if anyone can end this catastrophe, it's the science team of the Lambda complex at the opposite end of the base. With the transit system out, I couldn't tell you how to get there. But there's an old decommissioned rail system somewhere through here beyond the silo complex. If you can make it through the rocket test labs, you might be able to worm your way through the old tunnels to track down whatever is left of the Lambda team. You can trust them. You can trust all of us.
And it's amazing how far it is from here to the Lambda core. Blast pit. You know, if I speed played through it, it'd probably still take me 5 or 6 hours to get to Lambda core from where I am now. That was the great thing about these older games. They were just, you know, so much longer than the new games are now. Ouch. That was a good hit. But those things are very tough to explosions. Squids. Take that. Heaps of explosives in there, so... Absolutely gibbed it. Why didn't that blow up the explosive boxes? That's weird. It's funny, all of the... Well, most of the weapons in this game have an alternate fire. Right click. Now there's two ways you can go down here. You can go down through that duct up there, or down the elevator, which is what I'm going to do, because if you go down the vent, you lose a bit of health because you have to drop down. But yeah, the shotgun, it's a single barrel shotgun. It looks like the Spaz 12 to me, and the alternate fire is a dual barrel blast. So I don't know why they did that, but it's always been like that since the first game. I just don't even bother shooting any of these because you leave them all behind anyway. If you don't get off this train at the end here, you end up in a bit of trouble. It throws you in there, the radioactive goop. And looking at this, it makes me think about a Half-Life themed build, which would be awesome, with acid green, UV green coolant as part of the theme. There were a few of them back in the old days, but definitely haven't seen one in a while. You don't want to get meleeed by a squid. They do a lot of damage up close. Got him.
Power 95%. Power level is 100%.
I mean, just take a look at how much bigger this level is compared to the original game. It must be 10 times the size. If you need more health and HEV, there's some over there. You just have to climb across there. It's a little bit difficult. I mean, you have to have mastered crouch jump, otherwise you're not going to be able to get through this game at all. Mainly the alien worlds, Zen. I was lucky, I didn't take any damage. I mean, have a look at the size of this. How cool does this look? And just comparing it to the original, it's amazing what the Black Mesa team have done. Take that. Alright, I'd love to make this a bit longer, but as I mentioned, I'm a bit restricted with my connection at the moment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and remember that none of this would be possible without our patrons. Catch you in the next one.